Bow! Welcome to Coco's Corner. I'm the huge one, Dave Coco from Kocosports.com, KOCOsports.com, or Kocosports.net. It takes you to the same place. It's where the world comes to kick ass, your home for combat sports, and where it's okay to be a passionate fan. This is our weekly SmackDown review. Please, down in the comments, put win, loss, or tie what you thought of this SmackDown. I think this will determine if you're a sports entertainment fan or a pro wrestling fan or on which side of the fence you are on John Cena. Team Cena wins, I think, it's just they won. I said in September we'll know what type of WWE we'll have. They need to renew all these subscriptions. They're breaking into new networks, and they are just shoving down Cena. They're just going hardcore to it. And if you are a sports entertainment John Cena type guy, you are very happy. I think at the end of September, if they reach their 1 million goals and they get all these new people subscribed and tons of people check out Clash of the Champions, that's not what it's called, Night of Champions, I think we lost. I saw it, and sometimes, you don't always win. I think at WrestleMania, when we saw Daniel Bryan yesing, I believe pro wrestling fans won. I think that might be our last moment ever. Remember it. I think this is make or break, and by WWE standards, they're sticking with Cena. I will say this, though. I am looking forward to this Monday Night Raw. If John Cena does not show up and hog the spotlight, he's a fucking coward. And I'll explain. I'll wait till Monday Night Raw, see what type of show we have. But, I think they lost because I've seen all these podcasters. A lot of them don't even watch SmackDown. A lot of them don't even review the other shows. It's just Raw, and that's it. And statistically wise, it makes sense. Why even bother reviewing other shows? But I enjoy what I do. But hear me out on this, is that I honestly believe pro wrestling, if you're an in-ring CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Kenta style, I think you're just going to have to take a back seat for a real long time. I think they won. And all these other podcasters, they're acting like playing the WWE is a stock game and they're better than you. And it's bullshit. They're like, I don't like John Cena, but he makes money. What the fuck? It bothers me because other podcasters, other YouTubers out there are so concerned with being right, with being in the business, to be above the people listening to their own podcast, that they're willing to not do what needs to be said. They're not willing to be a fan. It's like, wow, I turn on a webcam, I turn on a podcast, I'm better than you, I'm going to be working in WWE. It's just like, it's funny because I have this saying, if you want your favorite athlete to win a championship, you're a fan. If you want your favorite writer to win a writing award, or an award for his book, you're a fan. If you want your favorite actor or TV show to win an award, musician, whatever, you want them to win an award in entertainment or sports, you're a fan. If you want your favorite professional wrestler to be champion, you're a fucking mark. You don't know anything, stupid internet smark. And I believe people wanting to be elite and above being a fan is what's going to hurt pro wrestling. And I think September is going to be a make or break month. I think if they can survive pushing John Cena down our throat, they get their goals, we may never see good wrestling for a really long time, at least till Vince McMahon is dead, and who knows, according to some podcast on Chris Jericho's podcast, maybe that son of a bitch will keep it sports entertainment alive forever. But this was a huge win for Team Cena. Nebraska, we talked about them in main events. They were dead. They just didn't give a shit, but they moved to a different city in Nebraska. Big Red, John Cena hit home run after home run after home run. The fans ate it up. They actually showed the crowd. I don't know if they piped in crowd music, crowd noise, but they probably didn't have to. So, Nebraska, man, you might have earned yourself by just accepting what you get. You might be earning yourself a WrestleMania sometime soon. I mean, you guys cheered everything they wanted in the cheer, and that's great. I'm glad you're having a good time. But me, as a pro wrestling fan, it's just, I think it's almost to the point now where I'm like, we lost. And I believe September is a make or break month. And I believe the fact that the loudest voices in our community would rather be right as far as predicting what was going to happen, would rather worship the elite than stand up and be like, I don't fucking like this product. And I think at the end of the day, that's it. You know, I listened to a couple podcasts and it was just fucking depressing. They're like, you're just a bunch of fucking marks, whatever. And it's like, why can't you be a passionate fan? Why can't you root for the wrestler you want? Why? And know why? Is because deep down inside, everyone wants to work for WWE, and deep down inside, they want to be better than a wrestling fan. Like, oh, I'm a podcaster, I'm a wrestling journalist. You know, they throw around words like logic and money and business and all that. But deep down inside, fucking what does that matter? If your team wins the Super Bowl and breaks even, do you give a shit? The word fan has become dirty. And you know what? We're going to have to pay the price. When you buy shitty fucking pro wrestling, when you cheer shitty pro wrestling, when you defend it and say stuff, well, it's the fucking time of the year where ratings go down, it's the time of the year that it sucks, and you make these excuses and pre-spin. And my thing is, for other podcasters and people that believe this, why even have a voice? You know, if you're so pro WWE, so, well, this is how it's going to happen, of course, I want to be right, I want to be an expert, why not just go to WWE.com? I don't understand it. And for the first time in a long time, the last two Monday Night Raws were fucking terrible. Absolutely terrible. And at least I could have SmackDown. At least I could have NXT. WWE, to me, is just a lost cause. Hopefully this week, John Cena is a coward and doesn't show up against Monday Night Football, and this show is a good show. If you're a sports entertainment fan, Team Cena won. Team Cena won at every level on a SmackDown. And I think at the end of September, if Team Cena wins it out, it's over, dude. It's going to be sports entertainment for a while. You might as well hope they fucking pay attention to those mid-carders. You better hope Vince doesn't pay attention to NXT. You know? And I know a lot of WWE fans are like, I fucking hate TNA. Well, you might want to start finding some fucking alternatives. Because Team Cena won at the SmackDown, Team Cena won at Nebraska, and at the end, I believe this is a make-or-break month for the WWE Network, make or break month as far as them standing their grounds. If you don't buy the network, if you don't buy their pay-per-views, if you don't buy their merchandise, they're going to have to break and give a product that you want. And we were motivated for Daniel Bryan. You know, and there's even people that are like, oh, well, Daniel Bryan was done on purpose. You know, yeah, okay. It's just, if you think Daniel Bryan was done on purpose, please download the book. It's a really thick book. It's just called Story. That's it. I think it's by McKeith, really famous instructor out of California. Just download this. Like, if you're like, no, Daniel Bryan was planned the whole time. Just buy the book. I don't know. I don't want to pirate someone that fucking. But just pirate a book on writing and telling stories. Just do it. And then if you say it was planned, sure, it was planned. They're the worst fucking writers ever. You have to just fucking admit that. So I do believe I am almost broken of WWE. I mean, this SmackDown review could have been done like 10 days ago, and instead I just watched New Japan. If I do a New Japan review, I got a question for Internet Infantry guys, loyal fucking viewers that just don't come for the Raw recaps. If I did New Japan stuff, I think I would have to find you a link to watch it too. I don't know if people would watch a review show that they can't have access to. So that's my question of the day. If I started reviewing indie, pro-res stuff, granted, it would be destroyed ratings-wise. But if I started covering that stuff more, and you didn't have access to it, I'll try to find access, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, via magic. Would you still be interested? All right, let's break down SmackDown. Team Cena wins. As far as me, please put win, loss, or tie. I'm going to say tie. I mean, the only negative part about it is Team Cena won everything. Everything. You know, it's kind of like you're going into a fucking sparring session and you just get knocked the fuck out 27 times. That's what this SmackDown felt like. John Cena comes out, Nebraska crowd's way behind him, wearing the red. Everyone's buying it. The crowd is hyped. They're not piping in crowd noise for a real long time in SmackDown. They're showing at the crowd. So John Cena hits a home run as far as what WWE wants, and it basically leads to a huge match. Triple H comes out and makes it, I believe, a 5-on-5, 10-man tag team match. And if you're a John Cena fan, this is what John Cena should be in every city for how much he's pushed, for how much he's marketed. He hit a home run in Nebraska. It's just the promo was tight for John Cena standards, and the people of Nebraska, they bit on everything. And Triple H did a little thing. We have a question from Twitter here. It says, from at K1LLAK1N9, Coco on SmackDown, were you confused on why Triple H was making fun of Teddy Long and for some reason Teddy's music played? I personally think it was just that's what Teddy Long always did, and they did like a little shout out to Teddy Long and said, "Oh look, there's Teddy Long," But who knows? A lot of times WWE always puts in like these stupid little hidden messages if you believe what the internet writes. Like John Cena wants to sue was a jab at Del Rio and Punk. I just think it's funny because WWE is like, oh, the internet fans, the smart fans don't matter. Let's put in jokes no one understands. I don't know. Maybe they were making fun of Teddy Long, but I think it was more of a nod, a wink, a nudge, because, hell, he was doing that on SmackDown for years and years. So thank you, Angel, for the comments on Twitter. Bam. So overall, you couldn't ask for a better promo from John Cena. Everything I complain about John Cena, he hit a home run with. It's kind of like one of those things where you're a player hater, and you're like, I hate that motherfucker. And then he's just like, God damn it, that son of a bitch went 7 for 7 from three-point land. And they ate it up. All right, so next, bam. You got Dolph Ziggler defeats Cesaro, but of course they didn't go right into that. You had to have a fucking... Dude, so much goddamn Raw. I absolutely hate Monday Night Raw. I hate Monday Night Raw more than fucking anything in the world right now. Hopefully this Monday is fucking a lot better. But they just... SmackDown, John Cena hits out of the park. You advertise a great match. Dolph Ziggler versus Cesaro. Wow, I can't wait to see that. Here's a fucking segment from Raw for fucking 50 minutes. It's like, son of a bitch. Fuck. Fast forward. Are you fucking for real? Raw is still on SmackDown. Get the fuck off my television. Alright, so after that, they have Dolph Ziggler defeat Cesaro. It wasn't a 5-star match. It wasn't a great match, but it keeps up with WWE's tradition. You have the John Cena show. You have the best match. Maybe later on in the show we'll give you another good match, and then we end with the John Cena show. It always seems the first match in all these shows are the best match. And I don't know, the Usos match was pretty damn good, but Dolph Ziggler defeats Cesaro. It wasn't a perfect 5-star match like you would expect out of these two guys. Probably match of the night. You can argue the Uso match, but I believe match of the night. A bit slow, but it got it done. Told a story. And you know what? If Team Cena is going to win, if WWE is going to have Vince McMahon's masturbation hour and you fuckers are still going to give them your money, at least the first match of the night can keep us happy. I might start doing review shows of first match of the night, and then be like, the rest, dun, 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 I am over. I mean, it was pretty decent. They tied in some storylines. Ziggler wins with a last-second roll-up. Cesaro beats the hell out of him, and then Sheamus comes in, throws the belt in his face, and kicks him. Very entertaining. I enjoyed it a lot. Like I said, I expect more out of these two athletes, but at the same time, would you really try? I mean, would you fucking try? I don't know. One thing that I absolutely love about Dolph Ziggler, and a little bit Cesaro, but definitely Dolph Ziggler, it's just the heart and determination. How much he's been fucked with, and he just still busts his ass and tries. It's just amazing. Like, to be honest with you, I'm a Marine. I'm not much of a quitter, but I'm pretty sure I'd fucking mail it in. All right, yep. All right, but so I just have so much respect for Dolph Ziggler about that. If you're gonna watch one or two matches, this is the one that you do watch. Bam. And then they cut a promo with Goldust and Stardust, went a little mad for Uso Crazy. It's a pretty good promo. It's just the same thing over and over again, in my opinion. Um, Cody Rhodes is just the Rhodes. The Rhodes could make money in Hollywood. I have no idea why. I worked with Dustin on the Indies, and he was one of my champions. I booked him to be a champion, and just how much respect he had for acting and story. I'm just looking at him like, you're on the Indies. There's not that many people here compared to a WWE universe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 100, 200 people, maybe less. And you're out there, and he's fucking paying it. It just pro wrestling means so much to the Rhodes brothers, and they should be actors. I don't know, for some reason I could see Cody playing like a big time role, not WWE film. I'm saying like a Batman character, either Robin or the Riddler or something. I enjoy it for what it is, but at the same time, it's kind of like having a really good sandwich. You're like, great sandwich. I love this sandwich. And then you have it 27 days in a row. It might still be a great sandwich, but at the same time, you're like, okay. So it was Goldust and Stardust crazy. It was a good promo, but like I said, if you saw the last 76 promos of them together, you got it. You're like, okay, I got it. We understand. Moving along. Bam. Then this match. I enjoyed this match. I used to hate Heath Slater. I used to be a Heath Slater hater. I was like, what the fuck? How did this guy make it on NXT? How the fuck is this guy in Nexus? How the fuck, especially when they started cutting everyone, like, how the fuck did Heath Slater fucking survive? But man, I mean this as a compliment. It might come off as an insult for some fans. He is the king of the jobbers. He's like a Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, a Samoa Joe. Not Samoa Joe, sorry, Glass Joe. Samoa Joe's crying, and he doesn't even know why. I meant to say Glass Joe. But he's just a great character, putting people over. Jimmy Uso had a great match. I enjoyed it tremendously. A lot of great moves. If you can't see the match, WWE did the Slam of the Week. It showed a lot of great moves that he did. Stuff off the top, a super kick, and the way Heath Slater sells everything is amazing. I'm still shocked that his 3MB buddies left, but I'm still glad Heath Slater's got a job. I think Heath Slater and Rusev, if the world was fair, Heath Slater and Rusev would be some of the highest paid wrestlers in the world in WWE. It's just, they're amazing at what they do, and it just gets the crowd into it. And Jimmy Uso really stepped up his game. I enjoyed this match a lot. It might be match of the night. I don't know. But if you can only watch one or two matches, the Cesaro match and this match is worth watching. And if you only want to watch one match, I'd say Cesaro. Watch the Cesaro match. But there's on YouTube, there's a SmackDown Slam of the Week, and they just show a bunch of Jimmy Uso highlights, and it's just amazing. And the way Heath Slater sells a super kick, oh man, I don't know why. Like, sometimes if you're really good at selling, it's amazing in my eyes. I think that's one of the most valuable skills that a lot of fans and a lot of wrestling promoters and promotions look past. Heath Slater, just mad props, and same thing. This is a match definitely worth watching. I can't say enough good things about it. Now, here we go. We're trapped in the 80s. Nebraska's biting on everything. Rusev accepts Mark Henry's WWE Night of Champions. Mark Henry, not the best of promo cutters. Like, sometimes you're like, Mark, what you talking about, bro? No, seriously, I don't know what the... All right. So, Mark Henry cuts a promo. Basically, it leads to a match at Night of Champions. It'll be Rusev versus Mark Henry. And to me, I do not enjoy this style of wrestling. I don't enjoy and style this, but I'm also at the same time in awe and impressed that it's working. It just reminds me of like a magician who pulls a rabbit out of a hat, yet sells out Vegas. It's so simple. It's so 80s. It's a bit offensive, especially to anyone who's a Russian friend of ours. It's a bit offensive, but overall, it's just amazing that it works. I think Rusev can get anyone over. Mark Henry, 2 or 3 weeks ago, they had to zoom in the camera, and he had to pretend people were cheering for him. Now in Nebraska, look at that. Just what can Rusev do? Look what Rusev did to Swagger's career. You know, a lot of times people are like, oh, don't make fun of Cena. Don't make fun of the Golden Boys. They help put people over. No, Rusev is putting people over. Rusev is the best at putting people over. End of story. And, you know, a lot of times people are like, well, you have to let someone win. No, you don't. Jack Swagger was a nobody. Mark Henry was pretending to get cheered. It was embarrassing. Go back a couple SmackDowns ago. Him and Big Show tagging up for the first time. They literally zoomed in. No one was cheering. They piped in crowd noise. And Mark Henry's like, yeah, I got fans. And I was just like, holy shit. I was embarrassed for the guy. So Rusev, you know, in a performance-driven world, Rusev should be paid more than anyone on that roster. Now, of course, you could be like, well, what about selling merch? That's a different subject. But as far as performance only, Rusev should be paid the most. That's just my opinion. He can get anyone over. I mean, did you ever think Swagger and Mark Henry would be over? Do you think Mark Henry is bumbling like a punch-drunk idiot like me? I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, ah, USA, USA, the 80s will never die. I always wonder what they show if they have if anyone out there is in Russia, do they even show these segments? I wonder. I just wonder. And I wonder what the commentary says and all that. I just find it to be funny. Paige defeats Brie Bella. They also had AJ and Nikki down. There was one section where it was kind of a good story. AJ got tired of Nikki. They started fighting outside, and Brie went to help her. And then after Brie helped her, that cost her the match. I don't know if I'm lucky. I am lucky. Fuck that. I do know. I am a very lucky person. I got to travel around the world. I got to see different styles of pro wrestling from all around the world. And I live in Tokyo, the mecca of in-ring wrestling action. And people are putting this fucking match over. People are putting this fucking match over. This is a good match. This is a good match. And I'm just like, are you fucking for real? I don't understand it. Am I the only one? I'm like, the Bellas absolutely fucking suck. And you're like, no, they can fucking hold their own. Stephanie McMahon's a good wrestler. Like, what the fuck? What? You know, I know sometimes I go up and down of positivity and negativity, but no matter how level-headed I am, you know, sometimes I get angry and say crazy stuff. Sometimes I'm hopped up on pain pills and think everything's great. But no matter my highs and lows, bouncing up and down, I never thought Bellas were ever good. I mean, does Nikki Bella have a nice ass and tits that she paid for? Yes. After that, there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing. Nothing. I don't understand it. You know, like, there's people like, oh, Stephanie McMahon, she's a fucking diva. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't fucking see it. No matter how much pain pills I'm hopped up on or how fucking angry I am that day, I never go, wow, there's fucking Stephanie McMahon. This is a good segment. I never go, wow, there's the Bellas. This is a good segment. But they're out there. They're fucking out there. I don't understand it. Paige defeats Brie Bella, and that leads to, which Stephanie McMahon made a huge announcement on YouTube, that it's going to be Paige, AJ, and Nikki Bella in a three-way. Watch TNA. That's all I can say. I know WWE people hate fucking TNA, but I just don't understand it. I don't. You know, it's like when someone says, I don't like sports, or I don't like pizza. I don't comprehend. I try to be open-minded as much as I can. You know, if you're like, well, I'm this sexuality, I'm this religion, I'm this political belief, I'm this. I try to be open-minded. But as soon as you go, no, the Bellas and Stephanie McMahon, they're pretty goddamn good. I don't fucking get it. I just look around like, I think you're fucking with me. I think I'm on candy camera. I'm like, are you fucking with me? You think this is good? You're fucking. So yeah, there you have it. Bam. Let's see. Next match. Bo Dallas defeated Zack Ryder. This is Bo Dallas. I noticed something. I love Bo Dallas, more than a man should. He's like my guilty pleasure. He's not a good wrestler. Okay, so a lot of people are going to be on the comments or send me private messages. You're a fucking idiot. He's not a no. He's not a good wrestler. He's average. He needs a better finisher because he botches his finisher. I would say he's completely average, but the character I absolutely love. I find it to be entertaining. But it's one of those things, every time Bo Dallas gets a win, I'm happy because there was internet reports a couple weeks ago that said they're going to give up on Bo Dallas. And every time he gets a win, it's always against someone that's like, man, I'm happy for Bo Dallas, but son of a bitch, why did Kofi have to lose? And this week it was the same thing, Zack Ryder. I think Zack Ryder's time is almost up. I mean, it's got to the point now, even JBL and Michael Cole and the announce team are just shitting on him. It's like, why the fuck does this guy even have a job? He fucking sucks. Fuck him. And like, is someone going to be the face? Is someone going to at least try to put Zack Ryder over? No, that's not happening. Not on their watch. Bo Dallas defeats Zack Ryder, and it's one of those things. I'm happy for Bo, sad for Zack. I don't know how much longer Zack Ryder has. Maybe he can join the Angry Man faction. I know a lot of people, Zack Ryder's not the best in-ring worker, but a lot of people connected him with that YouTube thing. And I believe in my heart of hearts, if it wasn't for his success in YouTube, WWE wouldn't be on YouTube, WWE wouldn't be doing social media, and the network probably would have never happened. I believe in the domino effect. I believe Zack Ryder is the reason that there's a network. I believe Zack Ryder is the reason for WWE YouTube. And, the people behind the scenes, I've actually even said that. And it's just sad. He's going to make them so much money, and he is about to be unemployed. The main event match, give yourself a round of applause, Nebraska. This was a shit match. Not a shit match. A shit match. I would describe it as a house show main event. Everyone's going to get the finisher in. But Nebraska went absolutely crazy. It was John Cena, Roman Reigns, Chris Jericho, Big Show, and Mark Henry defeating Seth Rollins, Kane, Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Eric Rowan by disqualification. Yes, even with all that in one match, they still managed to fucking get 97 Raw segments in. Team Cena wins. Everyone gets their finisher. Congratulations, Nebraska. You made a house show main event look like a WrestleMania match. Good on you. Cena wins. Cena looks strong. People cheered. Team Cena wins on every level. So please, in the comments, put win, loss, or tie, what you thought of it. And let's see. Oh, we got some live comments. I didn't expect any live comments. Thank you, dude. We don't have many viewers. We don't. Let's be honest. We don't have many viewers when it comes to YouTube. But you know what? We have the best viewers. And I'm not just saying that, dude. I'm not just saying that to kiss your ass. We have people making cakes. We have people making cartoons. We have people making posters. And it's just out of your heart. And, dude, it really means a lot. Because sometimes you'll do, like, a fucking 3-hour show and be like, wow, 400 people watched that. And it's very egotistical. But at the same time, those 400 people are awesome. I can't wait. There's an art piece of Coco is Tiger Mask that is absolutely fantastic. Franielli says, first, LOL. Franielli, you're the first in my heart. Franielli also says, I'm one of the first people coming in here, and the first thing I notice is how that the live show doesn't even hit the 5-minute mark, and there is already one viewer disliking it. Seriously? Yeah, well, the thing is, a lot of times people, like, because it's connected to Kocosports, and we also have MMA and boxing news, and people ain't going to dislike it. You also have the Pirates. The problem is people are so quick to dislike it, you can't even take the dislike seriously. And there's so many people that just buy likes. We're never going to buy likes. I think YouTube needs to fix its likes and dislikes because, yeah, people dislike it because they'll think it's either SmackDown. They'll think, I don't know. I just think, it has been hinted very strongly by other YouTubers who have success to buy likes, and I'm not going to do that. If you dislike it, move along. Thank you for coming to the show, but there's no need for it. A lot of times, though, we also cover boxing and MMA. They hate it. I'm not the best YouTuber in the world, so they might not like me. And also, they're like, what? SmackDown? I don't know what the word review means. I gotta see. And it's funny because we started banning people that are looking for the actual content, and our dislikes went down. So, I don't know. It doesn't really bother me that much. If it did bother me, I would just go to Fiverr. Be like, hey, here's $5. Give me 80 likes. Yay! So there you go. Fight if you want to give me a like, really appreciate it, but I'm not gonna beg for it. Please, please like the video. Don't send me to Fiverr. I don't want to buy likes. I'm retarded. Alright, I think Franielli's the only one leaving comments, but that's okay. Me and Franielli just have a one-on-one conversation. It is as if the person just came in here to dislike the video and then left. Some people have some nerve. Yeah, there are. I know. What can you do? I would definitely give it a try. Alright. Ralph Morales. New Japan Wrestling is awesome when I've been able to watch it. Alright, and my question to you, Ralph, is I love New Japan Wrestling and I watched it and I'm like, dude, I'm going to do a review. But I've had people tell me, like, you know, people that are a lot smarter than me, if people don't have access to watching it, they won't like a review. So Ralph and anyone else who likes New Japan, if I review, because I live in Japan, if I watched it, I can review it easily, but, you know, is there interest out there? And not, you know, I tested the water a couple times. I probably will. I hope to do a lot more indie stuff. I hope to do a lot more combat sports stuff, and especially more Japan stuff. King DW 2100. I hope you do more Japan stuff. Way better than WWE nowadays. Yeah, Japan has to get their stuff out there. Hi, I'm Angel Villages. Well, hey, hi Angel Villages. I hope you. I guess are you the guy from Twitter? Are you the guy from Twitter? I don't know. All right. Well, appreciate it. All right. Let's see. Boom, boom. I think that's it for live comments. All right. Appreciate it. Franielli and gang. Really appreciate it. Please put down in the comments win, loss, or tie what you thought. Check out Kocosports.com and Kocosports.net. Jerry, David Cooey have been busting their ass, and hopefully we'll get more and more people to the blog. I'm thinking about this. Hear me out. I buy popcorn because I'm fat. You don't get that on other podcasts. I buy popcorn because I'm fat. But the popcorn comes with a New Japan card. And I sent the New Japan card out to the winners who won the G1 contest, except for one guy who in Australia never gave me his address. If you're that Australian guy, give me your address. I don't care. I'll send it to Australia. And it cost me, with me eating the popcorn, because they won't, my post office for some reason is like, you can't send popcorn. You're a part of a terrorist network. All right, just send the cards. I mean, I'm thinking about, you know, bribing you. I won't go to Fiverr just yet, but I'll bribe you because I want to get more comments in the blog. Maybe like the best comment of the week. If you're willing to give me your address, I will send you Japan cards, New Japan Pro Wrestling cards, which only cost me about 100 yen. It cost, overall, me buying, eating the popcorn, giving you the card, sending it to you, cost about 300 yen. But maybe, you know, it's a way to intrigue you to come to the blog and start a community over there. Yep. Yeah. I'm a sellout bitch. But I do love popcorn. And I do want Kocosports to have a community. So something to think about. All right, let's see. Bam. One more new message. Hi, Angel. I'm Franielli. Oh, Franielli, I can never say your last name. I'm pretty sure I just made noises and tried to be Italian. I'm an asshole. Welcome to the Internet Inventory. Hope you enjoy your stay. Yep. Hope you guys enjoy your stay. Appreciate it. We do have some of the best fans. I can't wait to show off the artwork someone sent me. It's so funny. I heard New Japan Wrestling is trying to bring Wrestle Kingdom 9 to us pay-per-view. We're looking forward looking for commentators. Yeah, King DW 2100. They said they are going to bring Wrestle Kingdom, which is the WrestleMania, to America, not on Ustream. Fuck you, Ustream. Just wanted to get that out of the way. Fuck you until, of course, YouTube kicks me off and I have to beg you for a channel. But until then, I'm not going to sell out. Fuck you, Ustream. YouTube's going to kick me off any second now. But, yeah, they plan on it. They're looking for really famous, you know, people to do the play-by-play in color. So hopefully they get it. Hopefully people watch it. But they have to. I'm thinking about doing a video if I owned New Japan. A lot of people ask me, like, how would you spread out? And I'll give it all away for free. So maybe that will be a future video of mine. But yeah, New Japan is going to send Wrestle Kingdom, their WrestleMania, on pay-per-view. And when it comes time, New Japan does not pay me. It's just my favorite product. I will be promoting the living shit out of that pay-per-view. But they have to do something. They have to get their content out there besides Pirates. They just have to. It's so good. So good. All right. So, WWE SmackDown. What we learned is New Japan is awesome. All right. Please in the comments put win, loss, or tie. And please go to Kocosports.net. We're going to have to start bribing you soon. Be like, hey, guys, I'll make a tiger mask video. I'm just kidding. There will be no tiger mask videos. All right. So please check out Kocosports.com. With that, I am over.